Hey everyone, Skylinks here, bringing you another video review. Very special review, and this is a review on the Transformer Decepticon Constructicons and Devastator. This is going to be a multi-part review just because I have to go through the transformations of all of them, Devastator, and I want to get into profiles on all of them. So I might actually have to split the parts up, so one part may have only 3 of the Constructicons, and the other part may have the other 3 in Devastator. So, whatever, we'll figure it out. Let's start things off. Here's the Constructicons. Scavenger, Scrapper, Mixmaster, Long Haul, Hook, and me. Bone Crusher. The Constructicons are Megatron's first assault team. They're one of Megatron's better warriors. They're very sophisticated. They're very smart. Outside of battle, they're probably his most useful because they all have their own abilities that help out. His warriors are very useful too. The leader of the group, at least for the most part, is always Scrapper. So we're going to bring him back here. The Constructicons are based off construction vehicles, so thus the name Constructicons. Boo! Let's just talk about their origins. There's 2 point of origins in the animated timeline. One is that they were actually neutral robots that worked with Omega Supreme to protect the Crystal City. Megatron used the Robo Smasher and turned them evil, and thus started the conflict between Omega Supreme and the Constructicons, because the Constructicons destroyed the Crystal City. The other one is in Season 3, 5 Faces of Darkness, when Rodimus goes on his, when he gets high off the Matrix, and he starts tripping, and he sees the past, and he sees the Constructicons making Megatron. Now, this is just one of Season 3's many art errors, and that those could possibly not be the Constructicons because there were like 7 or 8 of them there, and there's only 6 Constructicons. And 2, it contradicts with the first theory, and, that may not even be the Constructicons overall. Or, even if it was the Constructicons, it may just be them repairing them. So, who knows? So yes, that's the Constructicons as a group. They are very sophisticated, they're very smart, they work well together, and they all have their own abilities outside of battle. And they are one of Megatron's more loyal units, even though they try to take its place at the movie. And they're never destroyed. They kind of just fade away, but they're never destroyed. You transformed all the way? There we go. So yes, about buying the figures. I'll give you a little hint, and I'm going to give you this hint now after I got the figures. But when buying Devastator, any assault team, usually people buy them as buy now in a set. Devastator usually costs around 150 to 200 depending on how good quality they are. There's people throwing out knockoffs there, so be careful, but yes, you pay 150 or 200 for a buy now. The secret is buy them individually. Let me just see. Take these 3 out of the loop. I bought these 3 from one seller, Mixmaster, Bone Crusher, and Long Haul, $4 each, so that's about $12, minus the shipping and handling, so $12, plus they came with the items and their guns. I got Scrapper for $4 from a separate one. He did not come with his item. I had to get that separately for $4. I got Hook, who is the most expensive and hardest to find. He was $20, unfortunately. He also didn't come with his items, but I picked those up for about $4. And then Scavenger, who was $10, who's pretty hard to find. He's not as hard as Hook, but he came with all his items except for the fist, which I got for also $4, and he was $10. So on the whole, rounding up, not having shipping and handling, they were about $70. Plus shipping and handling, it rounded out to about $90. So, I got it for $60 less than the cheapest value on buy now. So that's how you buy assault teams. Other assault teams are a lot cheaper. Like if you were going to buy the Combaticons, or better yet, if you were going to buy the Stunticons, there's 5 of them, not 6, and there's less pieces to get, and they're pretty cheap. So yes, get them separately. It pays off. You save $60. you save almost up to $100. It's worth it, people. It's worth it. So anyways, yes. Let's see how much time I have left. I have a fair amount. I think I can get into the Constructicons now. I'll start things off individually with them, transform them, and show them off. Just to let you guys know, I don't have the guns for all of them. I've only 4 guns, so Scrap is missing his gun, and Hook is missing his gun. Plus, I don't know whose gun is whose. So, I know which one's Mixed Masters, and I think I know which one is Long Haul, but whatever, they'll have different guns. Oh well. But, yes, anyways, I'm going to pause the review, and I'm going to start things off with Scrapper. Okay, we're back. Here's Scrapper. He's my favorite of the Constructicons. Scrapper is the leader of the Constructicons. He's the master designer. He loves creating plans for, constructions. So, he's pretty modest about his work, though he can get arrogant at times. He is a bulldozer. He's a very nicely designed bulldozer. The only thing about the alt mode I don't like is you can clearly see his arms there. But he's very nicely designed. Yes, he is my favorite. His only weakness really is he's a good fighter. He's actually one of the better fighters. I think Bone Crusher is the only one that's better than him in the Constructicons, but his biggest problem is when he flies, all Decepticons can fly, as you know, but when he flies, he's particularly vulnerable because he's slowest. So, yeah, that's his basically only weakness. So anyways, to transform, pretty simple. Flip this back section back and out like that. Flip this back here. Turn it up. Here's his arm. His head comes up. I love his robot mode for his Constructicon G1 mode. I think it's one of the better looking Constructicons. Let me just get you guys a close-up. His face is nicely designed. It's very G1 accurate. He looks very G1 accurate. I really have no complaints with him. I just simply love him. We'll just give you a back view. So yeah, I just wish I had his gun, but I display them in Devastator, so I just put their guns away. But yes, he's a very nice figure. Let me just give you a better view without my hand in the way and without him falling. His rub sign is on his foot, so it would be on the back of the car when you transform. Very nice. Okay, we're going to stop here. I think we have time for one more Constructicon, so hold on. Okay, here's Long Haul. Long Haul doesn't like his job. He hates transporting goods back and forth, but he accepts his role. He knows it's important to the Decepticon cause. He just wishes he was a warrior full time. Give you a look. The alt mode, obviously, carrier truck. This thing can be very loose and it's annoying, but it looks nice. I don't mind it. I think all the Constructicons look good in the alt mode. Let's give you a good view here. Give you a close-up view. There's not much to see. It's nothing that you guys probably haven't already seen. The rub sign is on the front. Transform is pretty easily. Take this whole back section, flip it around, and flip this section down. Bring this down, out. Bring this down, out. And flip the head out. Now I do know which gun is his. This one. So let's just put him there. Let's hope he balances. Okay. Here is the Long Haul. I don't like his head that much. There's not much detailing into it, but his body works out very nice. It transforms nicely. It's not like when you see Mixed Master, you'll know when I say that some of the Constructicons look like crap. But his body transforms pretty nicely. Except for the head, he's a good figure. He's one of my favorite out of the Constructicons. But yeah. Anyways, let's just give you a back view. Like I said, he's one of the cheaper the Constructicons get. So he's not that hard to find either. You'll pay about $4 for him separately. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stop the review here. Part 2 will have hopefully the rest of the Constructicons and maybe part of Transforming Devastator. I might just do Devastator as a separate review for part 3. But anyways, this is Skylink saying peace out. I'll see you in part 2.